6 o'clock. We got on trail right on time this morning, and it's dark. It's cool this morning so far. We're hoping that we'll be able to knock all this out before the sun gets too hot today. I think it's just hard to know for sure because yesterday we thought it was going to be a lot hotter than it was. It did heat up in the afternoon, but much better. So there's several people already out. I know I hear people behind us and there's some people in front of us. So we're just going to do our thing. Brian's got his headlamp on. It's going to get rocky up here, so he got his headlamp on. That way he can show us where to go. And yeah, that's it. I don't even know what day it is. I don't even have a clue. Maybe day 20? I think it's around day 20. Do you think that today's around day 20?
I think what?
Do you think it's around day 20?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, so we think it's day 20.
So it was really crowded whenever we got up to the Iron Cross or the cruise to Faro. And so we didn't really spend a lot of time up there. But basically it is the tradition to bring a stone from home or stone or rock that you find along the way and place it at the base there of the cross where all the stones are piled up. And so a lot of people will put names or things on their rocks. And I just put initials of some people that I've been praying for on our journey, and that's where I laid our rock, and for kind of the people, like I said, that we've been praying for on this journey.
So the sun's coming up and it is very crowded up there. We didn't really plan it to try to leave when the sun comes up, but
No.
yeah.
I mean, we made it right on the dot with sunrise, but
It was very crowded.
30 other people did too.
So like I was saying, there's like a million people up there. There's a road, like a nice road, so people will just drive up there to see that. So it like, all right, we saw it, now we're ready to go, just because it was so crowded, and my hope doesn't line that cross, so whatever. Saw it, got my picture, put my rock down, now we're moving on. But I left my trekking poles up there, like story of my life. And so I went to go, ran back to get them. I told Brian to walk on, I ran back to get them, and so we got them, and I saw the lady that had them. But, I mean, obviously I can't go accusing people of stealing the poles. So I ran to where mine were and they were gone. So I went over to her, and there was, like I said, so many people up there that have just driven up there that, like, people aren't, like, not people we've met on trail. And so she didn't speak English. And I, like, pointed to my pole and, like, those are mine. And she was, like, confused at first. I'm like, you know, these are mine. And she was like, oh. And so I was trying to, like, point her, like, maybe you left yours over there. I don't think she did it on purpose, but anyway, I'm very thankful to have my poles back. So I don't want to finish out this last 100 and so miles. Let's see. I don't even know where we are on mileage yet. I don't want to finish out this last bit without them. So I've got them back. How great is that little spot?
Yeah.
I could probably just live right there.
Like a little mountain bar.
Yeah. Have you seen it before?
Maybe. Doesn't look like anybody's getting anything, huh?
Oh no, but they're closed.
Hope it's open.
I bet it's not. Probably too early.
Gotta be close to 7.
Did you get a coffee?
I wonder.
We are 12 miles in. The heat is definitely back, but it's so much more manageable. That looked, I think it's at 80. But it's so much more manageable because this is what we're in. So we have some shade, and you've got still at a little bit of an elevation, so it just definitely makes all the difference in the world. I mean, it's hot, but it's manageable for sure. I think we're going 16 miles today, so we're on the downhill of this day as far as on trail. It's been a really fun day. I've enjoyed it. It's been a lot of up and down rocks. If you look at the far out map, it kind of looks like you're going down all day, but it's not really. but it's not terrible at all. It's been great. So anyway, I think we have another town that we're going to come to, and we'll probably make a quick little pit stop there. Yeah, have a good day. Kind of mad we're not staying here. This is a nice town.
Make you mad you didn't have a swimsuit.
Well, I would have just went in what I had in. I wouldn't have let that stop me. Oh, this town's nice. Dadgummit. Definitely stay in this town. What's it called?
Molinaseka.
There you go, Molinaseka. I would stay here if at all possible. Churros! Chocolate con churros. I don't know if it's too early for that. I mean, if it's already missed. I sure don't need I don't need anything. I'm not, I don't need it.
Okay, we're going to wrap it up tonight from
Ponfrerrada.
Oh, that's right, Ponfrerrada. Ponfrerrada. So, the town right before Ponfrerrada is
Molinaseka.
There you go. And that is where you want to stay.
Absolutely.
You do not want to stay in Ponfrerrada.
No.
If you can stay at
Molinaseka.
Yes. I'll try to slide in like a video. So that town that's right before here is like this beautiful Swiss looking chalet village town on a river that you can actually get in and swim, which would be heavenly.
Would have been.
But Ponfrerrada is more like Compton. So there's that. That is part of the problem that you get into whenever you book ahead of time, because you just don't know. Like, there's no way to know.
Okay, this is it. If you're going to do the Camino Francis, in my opinion, stay in small towns. Smaller the better. Small towns. Stay away from the bigger towns. And
I mean, there's some bonuses about bigger towns, but I completely agree. I would rather do.
I don't know. I mean, what's the bonus?
You get some good food sometimes.
Have we got good food in a big town?
We got that Chinese food that time.
That wasn't a big town.
Where was it?
That was in between. That was on our way to Azofra. That was right past Lagronia. From Lagronia to Azofra. So
but I agree.
Small town.
I agree that I like the smaller towns better. That town would have been really nice. Like, we almost gave up this room and went back, like taxi back. It's a long walk. It's not
4 miles.
Yeah, it's 4 miles, but like, it was really hot today. I know, like, I've been harping on that, the heat and stuff, but it was 95 today, and the Weather Channel thing says it was almost 25 degrees hotter than normal. And I know I've said that before too, but I think it's worth noting because I'd been watching the weather like crazy before we came, and we were super dialed in on our amount of, we didn't pack a separate bag, like separate luggage that we're sending on. Some people do that. We have just what's like we have in our backpack. So we were very dialed in, I feel like, on our clothes. The only thing that I wish I had done different on clothing would have been to bring an extra pair of shorts. because like I said, I had been following the weather, and I knew like historically also what the weather, and it's just a really hot spell, where I think last year they had a really cold spell. I'd pick that any day of the week. But my point is, I think it's just unpredictable, and I think that you probably need to have an extra pair of shorts if you're coming this time of year in case you have another hot spell. But anyway, the positive about Ponfrerrada, which I still wouldn't have stayed here. What I was saying though is, let me backtrack. We almost got a taxi to go back to the town that we liked, then taxied back here in the morning because we didn't want to have to do this 4 miles again. Like I said, it was really hot. That's not a very pleasant 4 miles. It's just basically going out of one town and then going into another town, and it's kind of not a pleasant walk. And especially if it's hot. But we were afraid we wouldn't be able to get a taxi back this morning. I still would have almost now. In the morning, we were afraid. We didn't want to have to walk that 4 miles again, basically. So, but the positive about Ponfrerrada, but I still wouldn't stay here, I would just go visit it, is they do have the big, ginormous Templar Castle, which is amazing. Like, it's one of the coolest things I've seen. And we did go through it. They have a tour. Well, you just kind of self-guided tour. It was only like $4 for pilgrims, a person. So the castle
was commissioned by King Ferdinand II in 1178 AD. It was built to protect pilgrims walking the Camino de Santiago.
Yep. So I'll put some pictures in of that. I think I have some video of that as well. So anyway, but this is the last big city before Santiago.
Yep.
Which is wild. I can't believe it. So we're getting close to mile 400.
Yep, we're kicking around 350 right now, something like that.
And we're closing in on being finished with this thing. So, yep. Word to the wise, don't stay in Ponfrerrada, stay in the town before.
Hold on a second.
Yep, stay there instead. Got anything else? We have kind of another day like today, 15, 16, 17 miles, something like that. And just getting a little bit closer every day. Got anything else?
No, 15 tomorrow, and then 19.
Yeah.
Up the hill to Foncebadon.
Yep. We'll deal with that then. No need to worry about it yet.
Nope.
All right, good night.
California.
Everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track hits your eardrum like a slug to your chest. Back a vest for your Jimmy in the city of sex. We in that sunshine state where the bomb ass him be. The state where you never find a dance floor empty and pimp speed. On a mission for them greens. Lean, mean, money making machines serving fiends. I've been in the game for 10 years making rap tunes. Ever since Honeys was wearing Sassoon, now it's 95 and they clock me and watch me diamond shining, looking like a Rob Liberace. It's all good, from Diego to the Bay. Your city is the bomb if your city making pay. Throw up a finger if you feel the same way. Straight putting it down for California.